Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're continuing our brutal difficulty playthrough of Space Haven Alpha 15. Let's get started. So if you're following live on Twitch, you may have noticed that I haven't done a bunch of streams recently. I had a pretty busy weekend, and this week I'm attending a tech conference in Denver remotely. So I am living on mountain time, and I'm very busy. But it's been a good week so far. Let's see. Let's figure out what we were doing here. Green, Hyperium, blue, Energium. We have some of both, not as much as we would like maybe. We have 1 unit of hyperfuel, which we can sell. That's not too bad. We have an energy cell, which we could also potentially sell. We're a bit low on water because we have a bunch of grow beds that we have to feed here. And we have to explore this new derelict that we just found, the Gilded Phoenix. Let's go. Oh wait, this is a Siren World sector. I don't want to be here. Change of plans. We're leaving. Not worth. When you have a small crew like this, Siren World sector is probably like the most dangerous of all the hazards because you can lose control of your entire ship in like a second if you get unlucky. Where do we need to go? This is the place where our poor Bo is still held prisoner. We can't really do anything to help him now, unfortunately. But I did take a screenshot last time of where he was at, so maybe someday, some beautiful day, we'll be able to come back and rescue Bo with a proper team of well-armed and well-trained individuals. Now, I think this sector had a space hazard, maybe, which is why we didn't stay here and finish the mining earlier. So we'll see if we're able to finish it now. So with the chemical refinery, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. We could just weather the flare, but I think our grow beds are kind of vulnerable in this configuration because we have a large area that has all of our grow beds in it, and it might get set on fire because there's electrical stuff in here. So it's not really the best setup for resilience against fire. So we want to avoid unnecessary damage to the ship. Let's try this derelict over here. And I think if this one doesn't give us anything, then we may be ready to leave the sector. I think we haven't checked this out yet. Yeah, Talamayos. Let's see what we've got for us. And we've got to remember we're underarmed, or a 4-man crew. We got mostly more pistols than not, I think. So we got to be careful. We got to be judicious in our engagements and leave if things heat up too much, so we don't have another bow. The last thing we want to do is leave another crew member behind. There we go. Okay, so we see there's some aliens on board. So far, nothing crazy. Oh boy. Had to open my mouth. Why do we only have 3 people here? 4th person never got out of the shuttle. Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna open the door and see what this looks like. I'm gonna have this guy up here, and then Casey is gonna be the lucky individual who opens the door. Okay, it doesn't look too bad at the outset here. It looks attainable. Okay, we saw one of those guys hatch, so it's time to go. Christian, why do you want to die? I don't understand. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this is not worth. We're getting to the point where our derelicts are getting too hard for us, and that's really problematic. Because we have to lean more on our economy to get us through and get us more resources, which is going to be a little bit rough. So our economy is still in the process of being built up here. The one good thing we have going for us now is we have the X1 generator. Actually, we should stop this energy and power generator. I forgot this was still running now that we have the X1 up. So we can use this as a backup generator in case our ship is like having power issues. We're not getting enough power to actually power the entire ship. So we're going to leave that there in place, ready to operate if the need arises. I'm not going to stop here just for base metals, I think. I'm going to stop one more time in the military alliance here, and also to quickly peek at this derelict and see what's here, because I don't remember. I think we've already explored it, though. 2 derelicts. Oh, we have a couple items that we didn't pick up here, I think because the cultists were after us or something, or the slavers. So we should trade and get those things. We could sell them hyperfuel, but this is a really bad price for hyperfuel. I mean, look at this. They're selling green crystals for 387, and they're gonna give me 398 for a unit of hyperfuel. That's terrible. We could sell them some biomatter, but even that, I don't know if it's worth. I think we're better off just picking up these couple little bits of loot and then moving on with our day here. We could think to do some energy scrapping here. I think that could be worth. Let's try. Let's actually get the cargo first. Hey V, how's it going? Good afternoon. Meteorites are rude. Especially when they hit the bridge. It's actually... I'm gonna suspend this until the meteor shower is over. Super rude. I think we don't need Christian to get on the shuttle anymore, do we? No, okay. So we canceled the transfer. That web image reveal was so cool, wasn't it? I was so psyched for that. I can't even wait to see, like, they were saying, like, yeah, it's so good. They were saying, like, it only took a minute to do that exposure, the first image that they showed, and they've already located like the furthest object, the furthest galaxy we've ever seen. You know, whereas the Hubble, they would take an exposure that was like a week long to get, you know, an object that was almost as far out as that. So I can only imagine what kind of stuff they'll find out there, or how far they'll be able to look once they kind of really get the thing into gear and get to do a lot more. Hold on a second, let me make sure my crew doesn't die here. Okay. Christian's gonna quickly grab our cargo, and then we're gonna flee. Come on, Christian, you can do it, buddy. Ooh, should have sent 2 people. Should have made somebody else help. Okay, we're good. We're good. There's only 2 items on board. Okay, so... Nope. Was there 3 items? Oh, we don't need the alien corpse. Forget that. Okay, Christian's coming home. Good. We need to get somebody on navigation pronto. Vladimir, buddy, you're doing something that does not look like navigation right now. And you're gonna get us all killed. Let's see. Dayton. We're gonna have Casey do it because he seems to be on active duty. And he is not currently taking a break. These guys are going to get in the sector right before we jump, I think. Yep. Okay, so we're actually ready to jump, so we don't have to worry about battling these guys. So we got out just in the nick of time. Okay, let's make sure we don't land on these guys as they're moving between sectors here. I think we're good. We're okay to go this way. And I think that's it for this sector. I'm so sorry, Bo. Okay, but we have to move on, continue getting resources from somewhere. Now, we do have more cheap blue crystals on offer from the station, I think, but we don't have any money, is the thing. Let's try to trade with this military alliance ship. I think we may have traded with them once before, but we may have new stuff that we didn't have to sell them, like the hyperfuel. Doing a gather too, nice. Which game is that for? Hold on. What's the production ratio for hyperfuel here? Hyperfuel, half a green crystal produces 1 hyperfuel. So actually, this is an okay deal. It's not the best price I've seen, but it's not bad. And we can sell these 2 energy cells, which even though it's not the best price, we don't need them, so we need the money. We're gonna get the 2 blue crystals here, and do we get an energy rod? We're gonna need a couple energy rods because we're about to jump to the next solar system. I want to sell some chemicals as well here. That's good. Yeah, we're not going to see these guys again probably, so let's sell whatever we have to sell here. I'm not going to sell the whole block because we only have 4 whole scrap available to us, and we don't have an assembler yet. I could think about selling an electronics component. Actually, though, we're also out of tech scrap. We've used up all of our scrap, basically. Could think about selling a couple biomatter units. Let's fill this out with a couple biomatter units because we're not going to use them for anything anyway. Not in the near future anyway. So we're gonna get 2 Energium. Let's go for 2 green crystals. And then what else do we need? We could maybe use some infra blocks. We definitely, I think, need some tech blocks, but they don't have any. We got 1 energy block, which is okay for now. I think I'd rather take the 643 credits than an infra block, though. I don't think we have a desperate need for infra blocks right now. I think we can afford to wait and try to hopefully get another derelict. Because the other thing we can do with this 600 credits is we could potentially buy a unit of plastic to manufacture a weapon, or maybe even buy the weapon itself. And that will really improve our capability to gather more resources. Work asked me to do something. Raft. Oh, okay, cool. I've heard of that. I've seen a couple streams here and there. Let's see. These guys are weapons 1. Yeah, the problem right now is main problem actually is we only have 1 guy who has a good weapon skill. I want to take a look at our manufacturing options real quick. I'm streaming it, but no mic and meditation music. Oh, that's cool. Sounds very chill. Where's the laser weapons? Here we go. This laser pistol actually requires weapons 3. This could be a really great investment, actually. Nice if we knew what it cost us. We have to give up a lot of resources though to do the research. I don't think we can afford that, unfortunately. But if we could get that, it would be really good. It would really improve our combat capability. Nice doing business with you, Decade Pigeon. See you on the flip side. Alright, now where to? We're headed for the resource-rich sector, which is up there. We definitely don't want to go to the cultist sector. Neutral sector is just fine with us. I know that there's nothing here because this is a exiting or leaving the system node, so we don't necessarily have to explore that. So, oh wait, there's another satellite sector here. I take it back. We're not ready to leave the system yet. Let's go check out this other little subsystem, whatever these are called. Ooh, look at this. All the things that we've been looking for, except for... oh, actually, we even got carbon. This is where they were hiding all the carbon in this solar system. We've been looking for that this whole time. Alright. We're gonna get that first, because that's our most critical thing. And that actually trumps the green crystals on blue crystals, because we can use this to manufacture stuff to help us. Lurk, someone's being stupid, I'm trying to unstupid it. Okay, yeah, thanks for the lurk. I hope they unstupid rapidly. feel like we need more guys doing mining. We do have a lot of shipboard tasks going on, though. But slow mining is a substantial problem. Who's our miner? Maybe we can give him more hours, because we have some guys that have... Casey is our miner, and the guy that he hates, Rafferty, is our maintenance and industry guy. So I think we can afford to give a little more time for mining. Problem is with mining is it has to be done kind of in one contiguous block, I think. Okay, let's give him a little more time like that, maybe. And then we're gonna give Rafferty some more sleep time like that, so that they don't talk to each other. So we can't have that, of course. There we go. So just adjusting our schedules a little bit to make our mining a little bit faster, because it's taking forever for them to do this. And there's a mining pod available that nobody's using, so it's not like we don't have the resources to do it. We're just lacking the manpower because of this feud that these guys have going on. And it's mostly, I think, because they're both unhappy, because they're just in an uncomfortable environment. So it might be worth actually spending some time to invest in making our environment comfortable. We could probably expand. We don't have the resources right this moment, but I think we will soon with the stuff that we have coming in this sector here. So we could think about expanding our bedroom a little bit, giving our guys individual bedrooms. That would be a big one. What else can we do to make our crew comfortable? Fatty acids deficiency. That's a tough one because we have to work our way up the botany tree here. And in order to do that, we need food for our research table, a lot of it. And in order for that, we need more grow beds, so that's like a long way in coming. Okay, here we got the carbon coming in, very good. Now let's do the Energium. Let's make sure we're not... Okay, I don't have any automatic rule for manufacturing plastic. That's good. Oh, we got the medical bed research. I forgot we were doing that. That's good to have, though. What else can we be researching? I feel like we're... Let's look at our idle tasks. We have like 3 free jobs at any given time. That's not terribly unhealthy, but it's not terribly healthy either. There's a lot of unstored items, but I think those are mostly just the corpses that are in the airlock here, which actually can't go into storage because we don't have corpse storage. And it's completely fine for them to just be lying there. Doesn't give us any negative effects or anything. Yeah, so as soon as he starts flying over to the blue crystal, then we'll also add this to our list. And we're running low on water again. Hoping we'll find some ice in this sector as well. This is like a nice chill little sector for us. Nobody's bothering us here. Of course, as soon as I open my mouth to say that, a cultist ship is going to jump into this sector. Okay, so we got everything we came for. Now we need to go find water. High body temperature. We'd also ideally like to find an empty derelict that we don't have to fight our way onto. But, you know, we take what we can get here. Here's some ice, so we're stopping there next. Three ice units, nice. Are we overweight? Why did we get some damage on the drive here? I don't know. Maybe he messed up his jump roll or something. Oh, this is rude. Do we have medical supplies? We have one medical supply, but no IV. We could think about building a single medical bed if we get the tech blocks and inver blocks for it. Okay, and I don't think we're going to stick around for the base metal because it's not worth it because we have 9 of them already that we're not using. We should think about researching the assembler. Since we have no research right now, let's add that to our queue. I was leaving this a little bit so that I could get caught up. We actually see that the free jobs has gone down to 0, which means that our crew is being underutilized for a little while there. So let's get the assembler. First, for that, we need Industry 2, it looks like. And then the assembler. Both of these just take research. They don't take, they just take basic research. They don't take the workbench experiments, which is good because it doesn't use up our resources. Another thing we want to think about getting online soonish is some basic shields for our ship to protect us against meteoroid showers and solar flares. Shields are expensive to build and expensive to run, but they can be really worth it, especially if you have a large grow bed area on your ship, which we don't really yet at this point, but we might think about expanding it pretty soon. I'm just gonna hope that Casey here doesn't get a concussion. Maybe let's just have him return home until the meteor shower's over. Just to minimize the risk here. There we go. Okay, we're gonna fire an industrial. That's not terrible. Spacesuit's on. Okay, he got a spacesuit. Very smart. Well, it's good that there was a spacesuit right there. So if we don't use up too much water. We did use up a bunch of water, actually, because these things were cranking out more oxygen as the fire was consuming it, I think. I think the meteor shower is almost over, so we're going to take off the spacesuit mandate. It's going to be a little hot in here for a while, but it should cool off eventually, slowly, gradually decreasing. Yeah, we got a micro breach and Rafferty got out of bed and went over and fixed it right away. That's pretty cool. Sorry to interrupt your sleep, though, but that's worth. It was in a very convenient spot for us because it's a very small space where nobody's really in danger and we're not losing any critical resources here. This one we also got fixed quickly, so that was good. All right, let's get our Hyperion. And we managed to process 2 of our ice units and right away used up all the water. We still got 1 ice unit left, so that's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. And since we already weathered the meteor shower, we invested that many resources, let's get the noble metals here as well. Unless another disaster pops up, then we'll reevaluate. Oh, I want to finish the green before we do this. So let's cancel that. Wait for the green to get started again. Alright, now we got the green mining going, so we can queue up the noble metals as well. Okay, so we're starting to get on top of the resource curve here. We got a little bit of Hyperium, a little bit of Energium. We got 1 unit of refined hyperfuel we could sell, 800 credits. We got a couple units of carbon, though not many, and a couple units of raw chemicals. So we have options now. We can build out our economy in different directions to try to keep stacking up our resources to afford tech blocks and get more infra blocks and things like that. So we're making progress. What's going on here? I just saw his status flicker, so I thought like he was taking damage or something, but I don't see anything bad going wrong with him there. So I'm not entirely sure what that was about. I was looking at Vladimir's rest bar there, because he seems to always get exhausted quickly when he's on nav, but this time he's okay, so maybe we just happened to be catching him at the end of his day. We have a civilian ship coming in the sector here, so we want to wait around for a couple hours. We could potentially trade with them. It might be one, though, that we've already traded with. There's 2 of them coming in, though, so that could be some good options. And we have some noble metals and some hyperfuel to sell. So let's see if we can sell those things. In fact, I'm going to invest, since we have these guys coming in, I'm going to invest in making another unit of hyperfuel here in hopes that we can get a good deal on it. Okay, meteoroids are so rude. So rude. Don't really want to put on the spacesuit directive, but it looks like we're going to, because this guy just walked all the way down there to fix it and then had to walk back because there wasn't enough oxygen left in the room by the time he got there. Casey got a concussion. Concussions are actually really dangerous because they aren't cured easily without the aid of a medical bed. You've got to put the guy on rest for quite a while, and he's our mining guy, so that's pretty inconvenient for us. Limits our ability to take in resources, unless we want to put his health at risk. We also might need an infra block to repair this. Yeah, that's a problem too. So I think we're definitely going to want to buy an infra block from one of these 2 civilian ships here. They should have them for sale. Fortunately, Casey's not able to rest off his concussion right now because of the spacesuit mandate. Gotta wait for the shower to be over. I think the shower will be over about the time these guys jump in the sector. Hopefully. Okay. I mean, it's no big deal if the shuttle takes a little damage. These guys giving us 689 for hyperfuel. This guy's giving us 630. So we could probably end up selling them both to this guy. Once we actually get the second one produced here, which Rafferty is currently working on as we speak. Looking for ice. Okay, we don't have ice available. We have a couple tech blocks. These guys have slightly cheaper tech blocks. We have a couple energy blocks. We have a big pile of raw chemicals. That's going to be really good. I'm going to buy those. We're just going to buy the whole lot of them and use them to produce more chemicals for sale. So this is some commerce that we're doing here. We got 4 of these in exchange for, let's say, 1 energy crystal and 4. So this is a good deal for us, actually. So let's, so we're paying like 119 credits for the energy crystal, but we're still getting more energy than we used to make those chemicals most likely, and then we're getting extra chemicals above and beyond what we spent to make those as well. So this is a net profit for us. I'm gonna hold off on selling these because I want to get the second hyperfuel unit manufactured and sell them both at the same time. I think the price goes down once they have a hyperfuel unit on board. Okay, so that trade is going to at least keep them in the sector until the shower's over. We can go back to normal operations here. Spacesuit's off. Casey's set to rest already. That's good. Let's hope he doesn't make enemies with any other crew members while he's, like, wounded. Still got a black eye from Rafferty, I'm assuming. expires in 0 days and 1 hour. Okay, that's not terrible. There's 2 chronic wounds. Could think about investing some in case he needs a doctor because he has a concussion. I don't know what that means exactly. It doesn't give me a number of hours of service. We got our second hyperfuel produced. We should have it by now. Yes, okay. There we go. Alright, so we're selling 2 units of hyperfuel. Now this opens up some options for us. We're going to have an extra... We're going to be up to 2,000 credits now, which is pretty great. We're going to buy a tech block, and I think we're going to save... we want to invest in some more chemicals here. Let's do that and 1 blue crystal. So this is a good deal for us. And actually, let's recoup the hyperfuel that we spent to make these as well. So I think we ended up spending more money actually, but we can now manufacture stuff to help with making money, so we can afford some treatment for Casey here. Assuming he doesn't recover immediately from his concussion. Seems like he's kind of okay. Where's Rafferty? Why is Casey awake while Rafferty's... I think I messed up their schedules a little bit here. Because Casey and Rafferty are not supposed to both be awake at the same time. No entertainment. I'm not sure if there's anything we can do to quickly fix that. I want to take a look at the requirements now for the furniture. I'm gonna wrap up the stream in like 5 minutes, by the way. So we're gonna do that shortly here. The jukebox is just research. We're gonna stick that in the queue, and if we run out of other stuff to research, we'll research that. I think that's gonna be a decent investment. Oh, we need to get an infra block. I forgot about that. So we can actually sell the chemicals now that we just produced to these guys, hopefully. Yes. So we're going to make some more money here. We're going to buy an infra block over here for the sake of convenience. There we go. And let's get another Energium. No, you know what? I think we're okay on Energium for now. I think we need a little bit of water. And I want to take some money for medical treatment. So let's spend... I guess the medical facilities on both ships are going to be roughly the same, probably. Okay, as soon as our shuttle gets back, we're going to schedule the Mega Phyros for medical treatment of Casey. His concussion is still getting worse. Because I think the hours start... The reason I'm waiting for the shuttle is because I think the hours start ticking down as soon as the order is issued. So the time spent traveling on the shuttle is also counted against the time, I believe. Casey needs 13 hours. That's not as bad as I thought. So we can afford to spend about like 400 here, I think. That'll get him most of the way through. I think this is going to help us out a bit. So let's see, the service ordered, still 9 hours. Okay, so maybe it doesn't start until they get on the ship, which would make more sense, actually. This is also, by the way, a great way to scout out a ship if you're planning to turn to piracy. Just order like an hour or two of medical service. You get a sense of how many people are on board-ish. Concussion's actually healing now. That's good. Well, it says it's progressing, but it's down to -2 instead of -6, which I think is what it was a minute ago. He actually recovered from one of his 2 chronic wounds, and his concussion. That's really good. Christian, does anybody else have a chronic wound? Dayton has a chronic wound. We could think about getting him some medical service. If we're able to make a little more money here. I think we may have made as much money as we can make from this, from these two trading partners, though. Oh wait, we got more hyperfuel on offer. Let's go ahead and produce another unit of hyperfuel. We'll produce it less than 2. So notice now that we've sold these guys hyperfuel. Oh no, they're still giving us 640 for it, so I take it back. Didn't actually change the price whether it was on board or not. Once it was in their trade queue, then that's when the price was affected. Okay, so 640. And then I think we're gonna buy a green crystal from these guys because they still have slightly cheaper ones. Oh, can't do that yet. We gotta wait for trades to go through. Oh, we can sell these guys. Let's sell these guys on biomatter. Yeah, okay. That's just free money. It's a useless resource that doesn't do anything for us. And we can bring these online and maybe we can bring these on board and maybe sell them as well. Okay, we got Industry 2 technology, nice. So that doesn't give us any immediate benefit, I don't think, but it unlocks other research. Or maybe it gives us like a speed increase or something, I don't know. Yeah, so this doesn't actually give us anything except that now we're able to research the assembler, which is pretty critical. So now we can start making use of some of these base metals and noble metals. And then we can expand our ship and build infrablocks and all the other things that we don't have right now. What was I needing infrablocks for? We did buy an infrablock to fix our pod here. We could think about maybe buying 1 or 2 tech blocks. I'm really thinking about ordering Dayton some medical service still. It's only 300 credits. Let's do that. How many beds do they have? 2. They have 2 beds, so we could actually do both of these guys at the same time. It would kind of shut down our economy for a little while. I'm not sure if they use twice as many hours if there's 2 of them on board. I would think it would, right? What does Casey have going on with him, actually? Casey still has a chronic wound. Okay. So we could get rid of all of our injuries here. If we don't invest the money on that, though, what could we invest it in? I think we could instead spend it on building our own medical bed, and that would be a better investment. So we could buy tech blocks for that purpose. Let's check out our... Where did my menu go here, by the way? Something weird. Oh, there it goes. I guess it doesn't show up in the tactical view. That's my bad. Facility. So this is 2 infra, 1 tech block. So I think we want to get like 3 more tech blocks if we can here. 3 for these guys. And let's sell some of these noble metals. Not too many because we are going to spend them soon once we get the assembler online, but we want to get some here. And then we can also sell them some more biomatter to fill out the rest of this hole. Okay, so we still got 800 credits left. We're getting 3 tech blocks, that's a sweet deal. And, yeah. And then do we want to buy the rest of their raw chemicals? I have a feeling that we should. Let's do that. We could think about... Oh, we need to buy a little bit of water, too. Alright. All right, we're gonna wrap up there. We're over time. I want to say thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. V, good to see you as always. Welcome back. And everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you enjoyed the channel, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch, or subscribe. It's free if you're watching on YouTube. And I will see you next time. Have a good afternoon.